I'm such an idiot. But it worked. I missed the tower. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Coltown. Today we're going to be playing some top 200 ladder. I ended last season not crazy, but getting better, trying to learn RG. I played it for the first time this last season really and learned a lot, and we were winning at the end but just ran out of time. It's a decent finish, and then now we're actually pushing ladder, and I'm 84th global at the moment. I won my last like 3 games, I think, or maybe like 5, yeah. So we'll this is getting into last season, and I was having trouble with Golem last season. That Sparky deck I should have won, but a little bit difficult, and now I've been playing this season, doing pretty decent, getting the hang of it. So I'll go over maybe 1 or 2 of these games. This is a 3M player. Obviously, he's trying to use that deck with Pump instead of 3M now. That deck's kind of interesting because he can outcycle the Lightning, so that we'll go over that one, I think. But first, I think Golem is a good match to show. Golem is RG has a bad win rate versus it. I think it's a little bit harder when they have Tombstone, maybe. But the key against Golem, if you're playing this RG deck, is definitely to only Golem when either you have a big elixir lead, counter pushing troops, or they Golem and you're not down in elixir. So the biggest or the easiest way to lose this matchup is to RG when he has Golem in cycle, and then he just defends and then plays Golem, and you have no pressure, and he's gonna overwhelm you on his push. So we're gonna start really passive. When I see Night Witch, I'm gonna automatically assume it's Golem typically, and I'm gonna be playing like really passive. I'm gonna be trying to get Furnace Chip, and then right here, it's kind of a smart Golem by him, honestly. I know he's gonna Lumberjack as soon as I play this RG. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try and you can't go aggressive on that Lumberjack and like throw a Mega Minion down on it, because then that's like 9 elixir for 4, and he's gonna have the counter pushing Lumberjack. So what you're gonna have to do here is you're gonna try to pull this into your defense, and so these guards are taking care of the Lumberjack, and they're also gonna do some damage to the Golem. That's about the only way that you can, like, if you're not able to like ideally I furnace opposite lane of the Golem, like the Fire Spirits are going to the opposite lane of where he plays his Golem, and then I RG in front of that, and then maybe I can throw a Bar Barrel to get rid of the Lumberjack, but since that wasn't the case, what I did there is probably the best option, for sure, I think. And it would have been a little bit harder maybe if he didn't poison, but he poisoned, so he got damaged too. So anyway, like I said, you're gonna want to be putting this Furnace into the opposite lane, and you're gonna be wanting to pressure opposite lane. Even if I had more damage on the other side, but like so he ends up going Golem into the Furnace because, like I said, I have a lot of pressure in the opposite lane. If he Golems in the left lane there, I can then RG in front of the Fire Spirits and be more aggressive. So instead, I don't have that option. I already have too much damage on the right side. I'm not gonna try to go for an RG over there. So what I'm gonna do instead is he gets his poison down, and I'm gonna try to defend and then counter push. And then right here, the Golem's already pretty dead, so I actually do get, that was pretty good. And I'm able to defend, and I had a defensive Lightning there, so it was all fine. We're even in elixir. So we're actually going to Furnace on the right side again. And so like I said, now I have the Furnace going into the right side, and I have these Fire Spirits coming. I did exactly what I was telling you guys. Since the Fire Spirits are actually able to hit the Lumberjack, I did Bar Barrel, and it does kill it. So that's kind of the situation where you're able to do that. And then here he goes with that Night Witch. Once again, you always want to be spacing your troops. See, look how I spaced here. So I never gave him the opportunity to get like a really valuable poison off on the Furnace and everything else. Like that's how you always want to space your units like that versus Golem. This matchup's hard for sure, but you can definitely. And then that's a bad NATO by him. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna Furnace so that it's facing into the right lane once again, but I'm gonna use those Fire Spirits to take out the Mega Minion so it doesn't get any swipes on that already low tower. And then what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm gonna probably be baby dragging in the back, and then yeah, and then right here he goes aggressive golem. I have a pull in the opposite lane. I'm very comfortable here, and then I can go all in. I was gonna do this regardless of whether he played golem, honestly, because I had enough pressure and counter pushing troops to actually finish off the game. And he's able to block the RG and kill it, but I'm able to get the lightning through and finish the game. So yeah, that's a difficult matchup. You're gonna lose if you ever end up pushing in the same lane. If you ever RG into the same lane as a golem, they're gonna take a little bit of damage. And you're gonna lose on that push. You have to be really careful about maintaining opposite lane pressure, and knowing when you can and can't go in. So that was a pretty good example, I think. Giant is a decent matchup to show, but I think it's rather easy to win that with lightning, especially instead of fireball. So I'm not gonna go over that one. And then we'll do some live battles after this, but I'll do one more. So this matchup is actually pretty hard because he has pump on a really fast cycle. But there's ways to kind of get around that. You can't really punish either. He has like a lot of cheap stuff. It's easy for him to defend. I actually misclicked here. I meant to only play the E-Wiz, not the Mega Mini in the back. That's why I said oops. I clicked both troops by accident. I don't remember how exactly I did it. Anyways, I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna bar barrel so that the furnace doesn't take shots, and then I lightning the pump. So what happened? So I bar barreled so that there's pressure here. So look, now he has to use skeletons. While that's only like 1 elixir and it's not that big a deal, it's still like decent. And I didn't want the furnace just to die to the musketeer and then take tower damage. So of course bar barrel was a good option. And then right here, this bar barrel kind of questionable by him, but he's also trying to cycle. So that was why he did that. Yeah, you can see he's just cycling. He knows he's gonna out-cycle me because look, I've only cycled 2 cards and he's back to his pump, which is a smart play by him. It's gonna leave me behind an elixir, but you can't really punish it because he's gonna be able to defend. Like what I go RG Mega Minion there, and then he just goes Hunter Skeletons and it defends it. Or if I went RG at lower elixir, he just goes Hunter and defends it. So or even like Skeletons, Musketeers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm starting RG at the back once I hit 10. And then we're going to be looking to, he cycles this Hunter, so we're going to be looking to distract that Hunter, because if you can keep it locked onto a unit at a far away range, it doesn't do much damage. So instead of letting it lock onto that, and then this bar barrel, if I would have known he was going to play Musketeer, I should have played it on top of the Musketeer. He probably should have played that Musketeer lower, but he was trying to kill the baby dragon. So yeah, but that's what you do. Even then, I'm kind of left in a dangerous situation with his elixir advantage. I can't risk spending any more than guards here, so I'm going to take some damage. If I had spent more than guards, I would have gotten destroyed elixir-wise, and I wouldn't have been able to lightning that pump before it got like another pump off. So that was a pretty good choice by me, I believe. And then right here, instead of playing Furnace, I'm gonna choose to have as many counter pushing. So this Barbara comes out a bit late. That's just kind of a good punish by him. But I'm playing this E-Wiz behind the tower because I want to have a counter push, because that generates elixir for me. So he's going to end up defending this E-Wiz, and if I had played it and it almost kills this Musketeer, and if and I'm cycling lightnings onto his pump, and if I had not done that, then I would have been much further behind the elixir and maybe not able to punish that pump. So right here, I see this as he was there to finish off the Musketeer, and then I also stopped the ram from connecting and keeping my furnace healthy. And this is and he pumps up at a bad time. So this is when you can finally all in and punish him, because he's using that pump when you have a counter push, because I surprised him by E-Wizzing on top and not letting my furnace die. And so the furnace is also creating pressure. And I'm able to lightning and finish out there. So it's actually a pretty hard matchup, because he's able to out-cycle and out-pump and stuff, but knowing when to go in, once again, is the most important thing. Knowing when to defend, all that type of stuff. I'm learning with RG. That's what makes you good at the deck. Wow, I got a legendary in a free chest. A Sparky. I get the gold though, because I have every legendary besides Ramrider Max. Alright, so we are 85. Let's hop into some live battles. Wasn't I 87 when I started? So two people went below me. Alright, we'll cut if we... Oh, never mind. Alright, gotta get all serious. Alright, Furnace. Night Witch, oh gosh, it's Golem. I won that matchup, but I really don't like playing against it. It's really hard. It's one of the harder matchups. Oh, maybe, what is this? Maybe I was wrong. Could be some like wacky Mega Knight deck, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and RG. That RG came out a bit late. The minions will die to the furnace, so I'm not too worried. I still got good damage there. What a weird clone. I don't have anything better to play, so I'm gonna Bar Barrel. It also makes him have to defend this because the Mega Minion. And then now I get value out of a Furnace because I kill the Goblin Gang with it. It is Golem. That's not good. This is rough. So, I mean, these guards are just going to die to his tower if I go opposite lane, so I'm going to try to pressure some. I was hoping he would defend it, obviously. It gives me opposite lane damage, so it's not the worst, but this is going to be rough. I tried the lightning before he did it, but it didn't deploy when I first wanted it to. Yeah. My deck is actually pretty, without Fireball, it's a lot harder. That lightning didn't come out in time. I thought I played it earlier. I don't know if I didn't have enough elixir or what happened there. Nah, Golem in general is rough though. I knew that was gonna be hard. Okay, we kinda caught him off guard. Now we're not out of this. He's trying to predict it so hard. Did I not go fast enough? I should have just argued another lane, please. Ah, get wrecked. Okay. Woo! He was beaming me. I just need to stack troops. He doesn't really have like a big spell or anything. Watch him clones. I do have a decent amount of splash, but it's hard with lightning instead, unless you get the like a really valuable lightning off. And Golem in general is rough. Alright. 63rd. I thought the top player was searching. Where is he? Wasn't fast enough. That game was something. that was odd. I did not think it was gonna happen in time. Yeah, so your easiest play is always, oh my gosh, I didn't place that in the middle. Okay, he that wouldn't have pulled his giant. I don't know why I mean, I guess he gets spell value. Okay, well yeah, safest play is always gonna be Mega Minion or Furnace. Barbarrel's pretty good at killing Musketeers, especially now that... So, Barbarrel's more meta now that Musketeers OP. Crazy stuff. Because it's really good at killing Musketeer. This guy probably has Fireball. Giant, minor, triple spell most likely. Yeah, protect that Mega Minion. This will be a nice counter push. Forces him to Fireball. I'm in a really good position now to RG in the back, I believe. Doesn't have his Giant in cycle, not directly in cycle, and he doesn't have Fireball, so. Nah, actually we're gonna wait. He's not behind the Elixir. He's gonna Giant in front of this. I was hoping the Fire Spirits would help kill that Mega. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not in power range either, unfortunately. It's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna arch. It's a really good lightning. I'm only gonna play this if he goes Giant. Okay. This is a good Electro Whiz. Finish this off and it'll help kill the Giant. Yeah. Really nice. No reason to get greedy there. He's waiting for me to get greedy. I'm not going to. That was unfortunate. I want to play Furnace first. I played that bad. That's not gonna kill the minions. Okay, maybe a salad. Oof. I played that one defense bad. Okay, that was a really bad Giant by him. This is a good matchup for me. It shouldn't have been this close, but oh my gosh, I almost played the wrong thing. I'm such an idiot. But it worked. I missed the tower. Oh my god. Holy crap, that's such an easy matchup and I played so bad. I was playing so fine at the beginning and then I just threw. I mean, when you have Giant coming towards you, I guess he kind of got it out of cycle, but you definitely like either play your like defensive troop really low, but you need to. I mean, the problem is like I don't want the Musketeer locking on the Furnace is like super bad for me. I guess what I could have done instead of that is just play the Furnace into the same lane as the Giant and play it one lower. I mean, I don't really need opposite lane pressure because I'm going in the same lane anyway. I guess it helps me space. But, I mean, he does have mini P.E.K.K.A, which makes it a little bit harder to get RG connections and log, so guards can't really protect it, but I should still win that. Without a miner, it's really hard for him to get damage. Ooh, I mean, Giants really should only be hard. I guess Musketeer can make it somewhat difficult, but Giants really only hard when they have, like, a Prince and a mini P.E.K.K.A. Alright, we're top 50 now. Insert a Mega Minion to be safe. Oh no, this is so bad. Lava Hound's a lot like the Golem matchup but of course like Mega Minion is important and now it's out of my cycle. So of course starting a Furnace would have been ideal, but I mean I didn't really have an option. Oh god, it's Golem too. This is even worse. I should have played that Ewas earlier. It's so bad. It hit it. I didn't play the bar barrel, so it came out a bit late. Okay, he's getting greedy on his defense. Alright, we're good here, we're good. It was good that I didn't get too so the counter push was nice there. It would have been really bad for me and I got some Fire Spirit damage opposite lane. We're good here, we're good. It would have been really bad for me if I would have lightninged that balloon, because then I would have had no counter push. It was better to just get a counter push off of it and take some damage. And now my Furnace is same lane, so I mean he can still bypass it I believe with the balloon placement, but that's fine. I'll have the Fire Spirits to help me kill balloon, and this time I can defensive lightning. Because it's almost double elixir as well. So he has fireball, arrows, and all that. Okay. It's not bad. He's gonna have to spell out the right side. So when he does that, I should be able to connect. Okay, never mind. Just let him go for the right side. I'll counter push here. Or I'll push opposite lane. He doesn't have fireball in cycle yet. Good, you drag by him. Got a lot of damage though. Gonna let that take tower. How we win? I'm an idiot. What is that, like 30th something? Ooh, 29 and 5,500. Alright, not bad. I wanna watch the replay with you guys, and we can, I'm just looking at profiles, seeing where they finished last season and stuff. Just curious. Of course, this isn't as difficult as like end season, so I can still get better with this deck, but pretty decent. Hainade is the good giant skeleton guy, right? Alright, yeah, we'll go over that replay. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really, I mean, maybe sometimes when I have Mega Minion I wait a little bit longer. Furnace is like the only like really good start, and sometimes even Furnace like is weak to like a balloon rush, but that's not as popular now that Freeze is nerfed. So yeah, I mean this is not ideal for me. Ideally I would have started Furnace, because when you're down 3 elixir you can't really afford to RG push opposite lane. I mean it's 3 elixir, it's quite a bit. I mean he does do some damage to the Lava Hound, but I mean kind of smart balloon by him, I guess. I don't know. If he went minions, I would have just baby dragged it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to space out this E-Wiz. I should have played it a little bit earlier. I hesitated a little bit on my decision making. But the Furnace did help me out a little bit. The tower didn't die, so that was really important, because he ended up pushing into it later in the game. He goes for a really kind of a greedy fireball. And then he has to arrows to get rid of the disc. My bar barrel comes out just half a second later than I wanted it to, honestly. But that bar barrel was actually kind of good because it baited him into playing minions almost. Yeah, and then this was pretty good for me. I think maybe if he'd just taken a little bit more RG damage and then minions afterwards, he wouldn't have lost his tower completely. I'm not sure, it would have been close. just because they immediately died to the Mega Minion because the Bar Barrel cleared out the guards for it. But yeah, that was relatively good for me. I'm setting up a furnace here. He's gonna try to Lava Hound into me, which is fine. Now that I have Fire Spirits pushing into it and I'm like comfortable in Elixir. My Mega Minion is out of cycle once again, but that's fine, obviously, because it took tower. Just be careful here. You don't give him like a Fireball until like an E-Wiz and a Furnace, but he decides to go with his Inferno Dragon. So I'm gonna play a really high E-Wiz. I'm expecting him to immediately Fireball. He does. I could have gotten fancy there and potentially went for like a Bar Barrel Mega Minion or something, but I don't really think it was necessary. I think what I did was just fine because the Inferno Drag gets shot through it. I'm gonna have to cycle here. Instead of guards there, I should have Bar Barreled at the bridge to have some offensive pressure, and then I should have furnaced. Yeah, that would have been better because I would have given less arrows value on my furnaces. Yeah, so I should have Bar Barreled at the bridge to pressure, and then immediately you got to furnace because it was my next in cycle. I did this E-Wiz in the back because I was expecting him to Lava Hound the same lane again, and then like later I expected him to like Fireball arrows to finish or something. He doesn't though, so I go pretty aggressive. Honestly, could have gotten away with a preemptive Bar Barrel there. Yeah, so instead of the guards in the middle were okay. I should have Bar Barreled first. So the reason I should have Bar Barreled first is because it would have blocked the Inferno Dragon. And then it also, there's a really good chance he's going to block the E-Wiz from the Inferno Dragon. So it's like, it's a prediction, yes, because I'm predicting guards, but it's also not a risky prediction. And then right here, I'm just being aggressive. I know that I can finish the game with like things in the middle on RG, so I do. And then he also Lava Hounded, probably a bad Lava Hound by him. He should have expected me to be going aggressive. But that Bar Barrel is good because the same with Inferno Tower sometimes. Like if you think he's gonna do a Swarm Troop, it's kind of worth it. It's more worth it with Inferno Dragon. But like I'm gonna get the block as well. And even if I don't hit the guards with that Bar Barrel, in the meantime my Mega Minion and my E-Wiz are gonna be killing the guards. And then maybe the Bar Barrel distracted the the Inferno Drag long enough for the E-Wiz to lock onto it anyway. So that would have been a better Bar Barrel, preemptive Bar Barrel by me. I would have caught the guards and I would have distracted the E-Drag or the Inferno Drag, and I would have won on that push. So that could have been better. Yeah, so I guess arrows didn't help him so much, but like Inferno Drag actually can be pretty hard, even though because you're not, and against a Lava Hound, you're not gonna be able to RG in the back too much. You can't go into the same lane. That'll be bad for you. And you can't really go opposite lane because then they're just gonna pressure hard, and you're not able to defend like perfectly. You need to have like elixir advantages and punishes to beat Lava Hound. So it's very similar to the RG match or the Golem matchup. Yeah, but we won 3 games in a row here, and we won 5 before. Wait, how many have I won in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in a row. And we're at top 30, so pretty good. Good place to end the video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.